The celebration of individual success is often marked by gatherings that bring friends and family together, creating an atmosphere of joy and anticipation. However, the unfortunate reality is that some of these celebrations can spiral into chaos, turning into crime scenes characterized by fights, drug use, vandalism, and assault. This transition from festivity to felony introduces a complex layer of societal and systemic issues, particularly in how law enforcement approaches such incidents, especially in marginalized communities. It raises critical questions about the motivations and actions of local police as well as federal agencies, particularly concerning their interactions with Black and brown individuals, which fosters a troubling dynamic in the justice system. Celebrating success should ideally be a communal experience, characterized by positive interactions and shared joy. Nonetheless, when these gatherings devolve into violence and crime, they expose underlying societal frictions. While fights and altercations can happen in any social setting, the prevalence of such incidents in certain communities reveals deeper socioeconomic challenges. Factors such as poverty, disenfranchisement, and lack of access to education contribute to the tensions that may erupt during celebrations. Moreover, the presence of drugs can exacerbate these situations, leading to behaviors that escalate into criminal activities. The response of law enforcement to such gatherings is often characterized by a predefined bias that disproportionately affects people of color. The ease with which police conduct stop and frisk actions, demand identification, or engage in unlawful searches correlates with a long-standing history of systemic racism in police practices. Instead of working to de-escalate tensions and promote safety, the response to incidents at celebrations can perpetuate a cycle of criminalization. Law enforcement agencies may see these gatherings as opportunities to label individuals as criminals, feeding into the incessant narrative that criminalizes Black and brown communities. This oversight suggests a troubling complicity among local authorities and even federal agencies in maintaining a criminal justice system that disproportionately targets marginalized groups. Rather than serving to protect and serve, the law enforcement response to community gatherings can contribute to the ongoing prison pipeline. This system effectively demonizes entire populations for the behaviors of a few, creating a stigma that follows individuals throughout their lives. For young adults, especially those from minority backgrounds, having a criminal record can lead to long-lasting repercussions, affecting employment opportunities, housing options, and social mobility. Furthermore, the existence of harsh policing strategies under the guise of community safety allows law enforcement to sidestep the ethical implications of their methods. The use of gatherings as an opportunity for law enforcement interventions highlights a broader issue, a fundamental misunderstanding of community needs and the interplay between crime and socioeconomic despair. Investments in community programs, mental health support, and preventive measures could help deter the violent outcomes seen in some celebrations, but these resources are often lacking. Moving forward, it is imperative for communities and law enforcement agencies to engage in critical dialogue aimed at redefining responses to gatherings that may turn violent. Emphasis must be placed on restorative justice, community engagement, and the de-escalation of potential conflicts rather than increasing police presence, which often inflates tensions. Local agencies should aim to build trust within the communities they serve, understanding that collective celebrations play a vital role in cultural identity and communal cohesion. In conclusion, while it is important to acknowledge the complexities of celebratory events, it is equally crucial to scrutinize systemic responses from law enforcement. The transition from celebration to crime scene illustrates broader societal failings and the urgent need to rethink policing strategies that disproportionately impact marginalized communities. Only through collaborative efforts aimed at fostering community well-being and understanding can we hope to break the cycle of criminalization and create spaces where success is celebrated without fear of repercussions. 10 Down WJ, where creativity meets impact.